This is an ad
already upset
about a Chinese food product that apparently was big at one point. Again, late 80s. 1988 is a fantastic year for all of this stuff. This took place in Germany.
Oh, no.
Ja, wenn es so richtig chinesisch schmecken soll, Maggi-Fix für China-Pfanne. Mit Bambus.
So the product is called, it's the German word for pan, I guess.
Yeah, for China Fan.
Yeah, China Fan. What we saw was a bunch of people sitting around a table in a kitchen, and as each person took a bite of this Chinese food, they turned Asian.
Oh, he was Asian.
He
sounded
Asian.
Sprossen und der typischen Würzung. Fehlt nur noch das Fleisch.
Now there's this very German, Anglo-Saxon looking person. Maybe the German version of Julia Child. She's there with an apron, showing you how to make the food while all the newly made Asian people behind her are enjoying a meal.
Maggi-Fix was Tolles zaubern. Neu. Maggi-Fix für China-Pfanne.
Mehr exotische Rezepte und viele, viele andere.
And it comes with a little recipe book to make other Asian
the smallest
delights.
recipe book I've ever seen.
Right.
Stehen im neuen Maggi-Fix Mini-Kochbuch Band 2. Wir vom Maggi-Kochstudio schicken Sie ihn gern. Gratis natürlich.
This was a televised ad. We got to watch the beginning again. Because
Watching Peter Sellers be like Asian.
Right. The way they were doing these transitions made me think of the end of the Michael Jackson black or white video when they were just figuring out morphing technology.
That still holds up. If you watch that video lately, it still looks good.
It's a great song. Look at this lady. She's just eating I guess it's like lo mein, right? Something like that. Look how they slicked her hair back.
They make her eyebrows really tall.
Yeah, they put plaster on her head to make. Oh my god! And then they. If I could get away with this as a thumbnail for the show, this would be it.
Like this guy's like, oh, bowl cut? Done.
Also, sorry. Yeah, and they're all like, oh, she's Asian too. Everyone turns Asian.
Oh, the Germans.
This is a combination of Australian and British ads for a food that I was not really aware of, but apparently at one point was a popular favorite, a mainstay, if you will, for the dinner experience in those countries. Let's take a look.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I have a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope.
Now, it's still going on. They seem to be like some kind of meatball concoction.
It's like something like meat and gravy mix.
In a heavy kind of sauce. Not like an Italian sauce or anything. They keep calling
brown
it
gravy.
They keep calling it a West Country style sauce, which I'm not familiar with what that is over in England. But apparently heavy spice. But this one is diluted of the spice because kids don't like the spice.
No.
By the way, did you hear the beginning of the ad, or it might have cut off as it started? Listen to how this might have to be a new show opener.
Hello, faggot lovers.
Birdseye, one of the biggest frozen food companies in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Birdseye.
Suggest that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope.
So he's trying some.
I mean, that looks like a pretty tasty meal.
It looks like, what would be like, a meatloaf, peas, gravy.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
That could be right.
I made a supercut because there's multiple ads.
This was like a series of ads for them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this is a different company that also served this particular product. That first one was a Birdseye one. I think that was Australia. The rest are all British.
I can't imagine that this food product still exists nowadays.
Well, apparently it does, because Chris, our pal Chris, is saying that one time he went over to Aunt's apartment and left a bag of those in his freezer as a joke. So apparently they are still alive and well.
Like, I don't know even what I want to search on my computer right now that won't get me put on some kind of registry. I'm just like, I'll do the whole thing. All right, keep going.
This guy's
There's nothing funny about.
He just came home and he's making like a frozen TV dinner kind of thing.
Sure, a Hungry Man meal.
Yeah, he's a constable.
He is. He's a little tie.
Listen,
There's nothing funny about the taste of pork, liver, and onions and tomatoes.
Okay, that's what it. So it's pork, liver, and onions and tomatoes mixed together.
A tasty, rich West Country sauce. Except when you call it brains faggots. Brains faggots. What a name. What a sauce.
What?
So the name is funny, but not for the reason that it should be funny.
Right.
He's laughing because it sounds like you're eating brains.
So stupid.
Oh, there's more ads.
So basically, this stuff is like a meatball version of like hot dogs, because it's just literally like the leftover cuts that they make, like pig's heart, liver, fatty belly meats, pork.
What pig's heart and liver are in hot dogs?
Well, I'm just saying, like, hot dogs are like the leftovers, like it's the lips and assholes, like that's the joke. This is kind of the same thing.
You don't want what the dog's having. It's mostly snouts and entrails. Snouts.
Snouts.
Yeah. Here's another ad. Oh, this one's great. This is a family setting. Listen to the background of the kids.
1 or 2.
Mum, do I like mushrooms?
Elbows. Billy!
Faggots.
Ken?
That's not because he said it. It's because he's eating before everyone's sitting at the table to eat. Okay? Continues.
I'm the only one who's got it.
Billy!
Look, Katie, a big ape. Hey, my faggot!
Who's a big ape? Billy, you've got 5 seconds.
Mum, this one looks like Uncle Roy.
Get on with your meal.
This looks like Uncle Roy.
Mr. Brain's Faggots. A great meal all round.
But the girl in the back, like, hey, my there's so much going on.
Isolate from this.
Yeah, there's so much going on. We got to play it again.
1 or 2.
Mum, do I like mushrooms?
Elbows. Billy!
Faggots.
Ken?
I'm the only one who's got it.
Billy!
Look, Katie, a big ape. Hey, my faggot!
Who's a big ape? Billy, you've got 5 seconds.
Hey!
Mum, this one looks like Uncle Roy.
Get on with your meal.
Mr. Brain's Faggots. A great meal all round.
Look, Dad was about to put the whole F word into his mouth.
No, the kid says this one looks like Uncle Roy, and he goes,
I know, that's so gross.
And the dad's just mumbling, sure does, or something like that, because it's her brother, not his.
Oh, my God.
Deep in the heart.
Okay, this is telling you the story of this particular
the origins
product.
of the
origins. Here we go.
Of the West Country, at the turn of the century lived Herbert Hill Brain, purveyor of quality meats. And when Herbert Hill said quality, he meant quality. That would have been fame enough for any man. But in 1925, Herbert Hill Brain surpassed himself, creating the tasty meat dish of pork, liver, and onions, traditionally served with a rich West Country sauce, to which he gave his name, Brains Faggots. We think he'd have liked the changes we've made. Brains Faggots. So tasty, you wish you'd tried them years ago.
Now,
they were so adamant about emphasizing the brand and the
they
food.
had a proper Englishman announcing it.
Honestly, that one particularly looked like a Monty Python sketch. Like, that guy looked like he was like John Cleese.
No, he looked like Michael Palin, like at the cheese shop.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
right.
that kind of thing.
Oh my God!
But they got a proper Englishman to talk about the importance of how it's proper British people eating this stuff here. It does feel like
when you see Spotted Dick,
yeah,
another British favorite.
It does feel like a Python sketch. You're right. It reminds me of like like when Vincent Price would narrate things, and it was just ridiculous for horror. Not well that, but you know when he did.
I had a stroke.
This looks like Uncle Roy. You know,
why do you talk like that?
Like when he was doing the narration for Thriller.
Yeah.
Or when he would do the serious narration for some of the horror movies that, you know, that he was in.
I love him.
Yeah.
Brains, faggots, so tasty, you'll wish you'd tried them years ago.
This is the last one I could find in the series, so I don't know how long that these ads ran.
The scary thing is this one looks like it could have been made, I think, in the 90s.
Possible, but it also brings us back to the Asian stuff. For the radio audience, it's two panda bears sitting in a forest, and they're having some kind of relationship issues.
Look, I'm sorry, Wing Wing. I'm just not in the mood, okay?
Don't be shy, big boy. I hot for your love.
Don't leave it here. People are watching.
I guess they're at a zoo or something, or a preserve where people are watching.
Well, he's doing the worst Asian accent.
Yeah. What's all this then?
Where I come from, Mr. Brains faggot are prized as powerful aphrodisiac. You know, when they said you are a giant panda, they're not kidding.
Cheers, go. We do Saturday night.
Okay. So much to deal with
I like
here.
the names on the bowl.
Yeah. Vince and Wing Wong, or what does it say?
Wing.
Wing.
Oh,
apparently he couldn't get it up, so they couldn't satisfy. He wasn't in the mood or whatever to satisfy her. She gives him these meatballs because it's supposed to be an aphrodisiac. Then it cuts to them in the cave after fucking. And then she's like, when they said you were a big panda, they weren't wrong. So now she's complimenting his dick size after he ate these poorly named meatballs. This is an ad that ran on TV.
I'm not even kidding. They still make Brains quality meatballs here. If I can get my hands on them, this is going to be a consumer thing. I'm going to drive for consumer.
You have to say it like the British guy.
Yeah,
Brains.
I'll be super British about it.
Brains.
We'll do commercials for Brains while we're also doing the British playlist show that we're going to do.
Okay.
Oh,
very good.